Raven. I am so pumped. I am like so pumped. My batting average is insanely high. I am two. Let's say this. I am two events away from becoming the legend. The legend. The legend. Two events away. Two. If two more things were to occur, can never be anybody, no troll. There will never be another troll who could ever approach me because they would get to smack the fuck down. Because I will be forever ingrained in the gaming industry from that day forward. It is what it is. I'm pumped. I'm happy. Called one thing, came to fruition. We got two more events. Two more. Now I'm in Final Fantasy 14, unfortunately having to PvP. Whatever. But I'm happy. I'm at this, and I do want to thank Elder Scrolls yesterday for crashing their servers in North America yet again for a little time period. Thank you, ESO. Thank you, ZeniMax. You guys are just like, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, God. Oh, it feels good. Oh, it feels so goddamn good. Two more, boys and girls. Two more. Two more events. Two. Oh, my. You guys don't want it to happen. You don't want to see it happen. You don't. Nobody will ever let it. Nobody will ever get to live it down, ever. It'll be bad. No. Victory. Yay. I'm walking out with 175 medals. Sure. Oh, my. Oh, it's so close. I'm just like rubbing my hands together. I know it's bad. I shouldn't do such things. Actually, I should totally. As much as I've been trolled, and as much as these fucking retarded, excuse my French, not that one, these dumb fucking companies fucking don't listen. It's like, listen, man, I've been doing this longer than some of your fucking devs have been fucking developing video games, and I can't goddamn wait. Oh, it's going to be so good. I feel like 50 cents, I'm the undercrowned king. That ain't been crowned, It's like, Oh, feels so good. Two more events. I'm sitting here gloating. I am gloating. I'm gloating. I'm pouring salt on all the trolls. Every content creator for Elder Scrolls that thought I was full of shit. Fuck you. Get on your knees, bitches. Get on your fucking knees. Ah. And all the fucking people who hate me and anywhere, get the fuck on your knees. Love it. When I got that news, because I was calling it, I was like, it's gonna break. It's gonna break. Microsoft's pushing. They're pushing. I've said that. I was like, listen, man, and I had this business meeting, and I had a prospectus, and I approached these supposedly businessmen. In my opinion, they're really not. They're whatever. More entitled than anything. Clueless, even. Shit. Bullshit. God dang it. We need to get that fucking healer. God dang it, man. Get the fucking healer. Oh my god! Dude, it has to be a pre-made. Because my healer should have kept me up. It's fucking game, man. It's fucking game. Yep, that's game. I knew it. God. Jeez, Mateezas. Whatever. And only like I think I'm nine away. 9 away or something. It's fine. Yeah, no, I'm enjoying my gloating period. It feels good. I feel I feel good about it. I feel really positive about it. I feel completely fucking positive about all the shit that I'm going to get to rub in so many people's god dang faces forever. Forever. Better hope. I hope actually I hope I'm wrong. No one should ever have an ego like this. Nobody. Nobody should ever have an ego this big. Eight. I need 8 more wins, and I'll have my next mount. We can do it this weekend, right? Yeah, I'm a believer. 'Cause I'm a believer. Then I saw her face. No doubt in my mind. Oh my. Totally worth it. It was worth so much. You know, I still remember coming to Elder Scrolls and, you know, players completely stacking CP, ignoring fundamentals, saying shit is best, still saying shit is best. They're slow. They're fucking slow. They're fucking goddamn slow. They, you know, it's just like you guys need to go back to school. You need to take more math courses, man. That's my recommendation. I would recommend algebra. I would recommend business math. I would recommend accounting. I would recommend not necessarily like calculus. I mean, if you get a little bit of calculus in there, it's kind of good. But you know, definitely study, you know, the laws, man, the principles of percentage math, you know, and all the laws that have any relevance in that topic, because you guys are slow as fuck. Slow. Fucking meta players. Oh god. Dario just wrong. No. Shut the fuck up. Guys need help. Help. I need somebody help. Not just anybody. But the Mystic Raven. No, whatever. You know, the funny thing is, I like it when people actually, they try to brag. Like, and that's the funny thing. And then they have these moments. And we all have it. Even I've had it. I like being wrong because you learn. We all can learn in life. Right? We all can learn. And I know this video is probably disgusting people. And I hope it does. I hope when anybody watches this video in the future, they're disgusted. That's the point of this video. The point of this video is to throw goddamn pounds of salt on your goddamn wounds. Tons of it. I don't care who you are. If you've ever had doubt in me, this video is meant for you. It is to salt everything I possibly can. Because I hate to say it, I told you so, I told you so, I told you so, and I told you so. And am I psychic? No, I'm not psychic. Does anybody believe that? I'm not psychic. It's like, I am not psychic. You know, it's just, you know, you've been doing this a long time. It comes time, you know, experience, man. It's experience. Everything comes back down to that, doesn't it? Like, there's certain things I'm just not good at. And I can admit to this. I can come forward and honestly say that. You know, there's certain things I am incapable of doing. And I'm more than capable of admitting these things. But, you know, it's amazing. All right. Sending them back out. We're going to redo Def Leppard. Instead of pour some sugar on me, it's going to be pour some salt on me. I'm cold, salty. It'll be everything opposite. Gotta add our little emote. The backflip. And you know what? Honestly, the way I look at it, if I'm wrong, it'd be cool. Right? It would be cool. I hope I am. I honestly hope these two things don't actually come to fruition. You know, that my premonition is, you know, somewhat obscured and all that. I hope it doesn't. I hope it doesn't. I hope I'm not. But you know what? The way it's just looking, the way things are pointing, you know, it's just like, it's like I'm batting really high right now. I'm like, oh my God, it's disgusting. I'm happy about it. I am. I'm actually really happy. But the funny thing about it is, I guess there is education and training and everything I went to, because, you know, I took classes to like understand market trends, right? Understand direction of, you know, the, you know, economic development and things like that. So there is some education that's gone into this type of understanding, you know, and then add my passion for gaming and, you know, my testing experience and all of these other elements. And it's like, it's really not a surprise. It really isn't. And it's like, oh, you know, I mean, wow. I would like to thank Mr. Brown and Mr. Grimm and Mr. Beisel, and, you know, and rest in peace. And thank you, Mr. Hamilton. Thank you. Thank you for all the people, you know, who have helped educate me in these things in life. I appreciate it. God dang it! Healer needs to pay attention. Of course, it's an Astrologian. God dang it. Don't fuck, just pull back. Get that fucking healer. Beat. Wasn't by a win, was timed out, but they got the kill. They got the kills. We got what? I got one kill. It's just like, being the other healer, the other DPS was like, what? And he had over 200,000. Like, he was hitting the wrong target. Like, what the fuck? You have to take the healers out in this game. You have to. This game is dependent on one role, and that's the healer. Until you can actually separate them, there's no chance of winning, man. You can deal 300,000 damage. You can do 400,000 damage. It doesn't matter. If that healer's staying up, it doesn't fucking matter. It's like, oh, God. That's my only problem with this game. It's the only problem I have with the PvP system. It's like, look, I understand healers are supposed to heal. I have no problem with that. But they're gods. They're fucking gods. And there's no diminishing return reflected into the system. And it's like, why would you have put any effect that's spammable without a diminishing return in a linear-based system? That makes no sense to me. That makes little to no sense. Zero. It makes no sense. It's like, why did you guys do that? Like, why? For PvE, I understand. I get it for PvE. But the problem with the healing system in most games is healers don't utilize majority of their abilities. They get like soft, and they get used to like doing what? Spamming the same shit. That's what the healers do. And it's like, that's not what healing's supposed to be about, is spamming one or two abilities when you have a plethora of abilities at your disposal. That's not what a healing's supposed to be like in any game. And that's the problem when you don't apply a diminishing effect. You have to understand that when you're developing any type of healing system, that you have to remember how strong the heals are to the content in which you're applying what's needed. And in raids, I get it. I do. But why not still put a DR system? Get them used to using other abilities between. It's all it comes down to, is just putting other abilities so it doesn't become spammable. So it doesn't become repetitive. So it doesn't become too, OP. And I love the healing in this game, hands down. Hands down, love the healing, but I just feel like it's too overpowered. It needs to be adjusted. It needs a DR system to be implemented. I honestly wouldn't mind a DR system across the board. I mean, being affected if anything's being spammable. Anything that's spammable in a linear-based system should have a DR system applied to effect. That's always been kind of like the best way to properly adjust these things without having to nerf, without having to scale effects, whether it be up or down between the system. By putting a DR system that's any type of spammable ability, you're basically assuring that other abilities are being utilized appropriately and consistently without one ability being spammed constantly. That's just a safe way to go. But, live and learn, I guess. You can't have your cake and eat it too. That's what they say in life, but whatever. So, but I'm still here. I'm still trying to get this mount. I'm still pushing for it. I'm close. I'm getting there. It's taking a little time, but I feel confident, that I can pull this off. 8 more wins. That's not too shabby. I got plenty of time. I might be able to get that black one out of the way too. So, looking forward to that. I don't like the PvP system in this game because of the way the healing is set up, but yeah. But I'm really happy about the news yesterday. Once again, I want to thank Rich from, Review Tech USA. I really am, because I was like, this is going to happen. Didn't know when. It got announced. And then all of a sudden, Rich covers it. And I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening. And then all of a sudden, I'm thinking to myself, 2 more things. 2 more things. 2. And it's like, if these things were to fall in place, I don't know what I'll do. I don't know. I will never let any troll. No troll will ever be able to come hither. Ever. Be like, bow down. Get the fuck out. I do that anyways, but I would be like, you're a plebe. Alright. Pull back. Night, bitch. Victory is mine. Good shit. Good team. Boy, that Bard was badass. So dependent on one job. It's just, it drives me nuts. It's like, how? If the healer falls, you're screwed. If you can't kill the healer, you're screwed. How is this possible? In 2019, how? Wow. And I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not. I'm just saying, what? Oh. All right. White mage, and they have a scholar. Warrior, warrior, monk, me, summoner. Ooh, bard. Bard and monk are gonna hit really flipping hard. If we can take out their healer, though, the bard will fall pretty fast. Let's roll the dice. The monk's like, we're dead. Hell yeah! Hell yeah! 3-0! Man, I was hopping on that shit. I was like, give me that shit. It's all about the healer. God dang, it's all about the healer. They need to put self-sustain on DPS a little bit better. They need to give... The one thing I love about this game, and I honestly can say this, I love the fact that you have the ability to kind of put individual abilities and some specking to it. I wish it was a little bit more, right, to make it a little bit more detailed. And this way, you could, like, DPS could have more sustain. Tanks could get a little bit more sustain. Use those abilities when they're really needed the most, like, you know, deflecting like X percentage of damage. Really, like, so when if a healer dies, it's not so like game changing. You know, everything is so dependent on the healer, and there's potential here. There is so much potential. There is so much. And it just needs fine-tuning just a little bit. And it would be great. It would be an amazing PvP system. They have the fundamentals here. They did the one thing that most games can't do, separate PvP from PvE. Not a lot of games can do this. They have problems just in that aspect of gameplay. And I said two things that this game needs. It needs more towards its PvP, like a diminishing return, and more towards PvP, you know, being able to spec and to separate the players. You know, how they're going to be able to sustain, how they're going to be able to recover, and how are they able to, you know, capitalize on those openings. I feel if they were to do this, the PvP in this game would be elevated. It would completely take a new approach within itself. It could completely be, it's not a lot of changing. It's just little fine tuning, man. Because depending on one class, so much is literally the difference between between wins and losses in this game. You know, it's just that simple. It comes down where strategy is taken completely out, and it's unfortunate because without strategy, without being able to recover and reposition yourself, that's what PvPers are looking for. These are the elements in which PvP is founded, in its counterplay, in how you position your class or your role. And healers' number one rule to any PvP is take the support class out. Because why? Because most DPS classes will never spec. Even if they can, most don't spec for sustain or recovery. They just don't do it. And that's evident. And when you separate that support role from those type of players, they go tumbling down. They just break. And I just feel like it's not, you can't really tell anybody that if they're skilled or not skilled at their job or what they're trying to do in PvP. You can't tell. You honestly have no idea on a player's skill level because it's so dependent. It's such a dependent system. And it's, I love objective play. I love battlegrounds. I love, trying to get to, the meat and potatoes of PvP. But I really don't like when you're PvPing in a game and you're crutched without it. Without one player, your whole unit is gone. I hate that. 6 more. Can I get it tonight? It's pretty early. And the queue times are looking pretty good. It's pretty pumped, man. If I can get 6 more wins, I might get this baby tonight. I might be able to pull it off. And then once I get that black mount, I'm going to be done. I'm going to be done with this. Unless I'm trying to chase the other mounts or achievements. Whatever. But those can wait. This one is the... Oof. Because I'll have 40, and I'd only need 20 more wins. And I think it's doable. All right. So what we get? Oh, we have an Astrologian though, but I'll tell you what, that machinist hit pretty fucking hard. A lot of people are like, machinists don't. No, 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 no. I'll give it up. Bard can probably sometimes, depending on the Bard, will out hit the machinist. But the machinist just has a lot of control, man. CC out the ass. Just. Got to take out that healer, though. Fall back. I'm trying. That's fucking... God dang. 3 kills. This dude was beast. This other dude was beast. Just finding the openings. You know, once again, it just comes back down to the healer, man. It all comes back down to the healer, the DPS, picking their targets wisely. You have to grab those healers. You have to. It's just... It's unfortunate, but, you know, I mean, what can you do when a game is just intentionally designing it in such a way? It's not the worst I've seen, so I'm not going to rag on it too much, but honestly, it's not good. I'll be honest with you. should go back to Redania for a minute just to put my squadron back out there. They can just fine-tune a few minor things, the PvP could stand a hell of a chance. And I do mean that. I mean, the PvE is amazing in this game. The rating, I love the layers in this game as far as PvE and the content. Sometimes it gets a little monotonous in the way it's structured. I'm not going to lie about that. So it can feel like very tedious to get something unlocked because how the system works. But as far as the storyline goes, and it's an amazing storyline, the way they're structuring things for Shadowbringers looks really good. It looks prominent, you know. All right, do I have to level them up? Alright. Like the way they're structured. I mean, they're probably still out, aren't they? How much time? Oh, 7 minutes. That's why. Still have 7 minutes before they're back. Okay. I can't, you know, like I said, I'm a little leery about the trust system. But if PvP gets a little bit of that TLC it deserves, it's going to do great things. It's going to. The question of it is what's this new PvP system that they're going to implement? What new game? And how are they addressing the new battle system? And how's that battle system going to reflect with PvP moving forward? If a few things get adjusted, I can see the PvP doing better. Incentives have to be produced, you know, for the casual player. It's all about the queue system, multi-queue system. Get that implemented, and then get the fundamentals down with how the PvP system works in other games in comparison. Because I hate to say this, wrong thing. I didn't want to go to the board. Most players want something that they can, you know, they understand what they're used to, what they're accustomed to. Even if your, battlegrounds are different, they just want something that, oh, okay, here's the diminishing return. Here's my, CC break. Here's my self-heal. Here's this. Oh, wait a minute. I can customize, my PvP spec. People would adore that. People would just be like, yes. And that's what would make this PvP thrive. It would. I thought it was in here. Oh, that's right. Okay, we're good. Alright. Should be queuing up any time now. Six more. Oh my god. It's all... If anybody wants to know, I am on the PlayStation. Just wanted to jump on here, just in case Hop or Duck get on here in a little bit. Probably have another 4 minutes on this. 2 minutes. Come on. There we go. All right. Two astrologians. Well, we have a bard. They have a bard. They have a samurai. Samurai hits harder than I do, but It's all going to come down to that. My other DPS, knowing what target to heal or hit, and hopefully if our healer can sustain enough while we get the other one down. If we can do that, we'll win. It comes down to that. It's just... Win. Simple as soon as you take out healers, man. I didn't even get any of the final blows, but we got a nice amount of damage out quick. We focused our target. It becomes that simple. In 1 minute and 40 seconds, the match was done. Because why? Because we got enough points. This is why I keep saying it needs restructured. This is why it's so dependent on one role. It is frustrating. It needs the classes. They need to extend the PvP system. The way they've got it separated is beautiful. They need to extend that, allow people to make their own, customized build for sustain, damage, all sorts of little things. Just extend on it a little bit. Give a little bit more passives, give them a couple more points, give them a point system in the PvP system. This way, if the healer falls, it's not necessarily a loss. This is why. Because in 1 minute 40 seconds, the match was over. It's like, that to me is just mind-boggling. That's just mind-numbing. Five more. Five more. And a lot more on that one. Holy kebab. Jesus, 25 more on that one. Oof. Oof. Probably going to take a break here in a minute, but I'm going to be hammering out PvP this afternoon. Plus, I'm getting really nice, a decent amount of XP for the feast. I mean, obviously, I think I get more on, front lines, which I still got to do my frontline dailies. But overall, like I said, I'm hoping, I'm keeping my fingers crossed that something, gives for Shadowbringers in the PvP system in this game. PvE, they don't have to adjust anything, in my opinion. The PVE, you know, it flows, it hits every point in which Square Enix is designed the game, you know, given the MSQ, given how the raid system and how the dungeon system works, the trial system, everything as far as the way in, you know, progression, they all, you know, different ways to make sure that you're hitting those progression systems. I really like the PVE in this game. I really appreciate. I've only been playing for a very short period of time in Final Fantasy XIV, but I have such an appreciation for the PVE, unlike no other. Was really shocked. I should have, you know, tried this years ago, given it, you know, the benefit of the doubt. PvP though is where it's lacking. It could be better, and if it gets a little bit of more attention, it would be a great system, because this is basically arena right here. This is a, you know, an arena system. I like the fact that each team has a tank, each team gets a healer, each team gets a range, each team gets a melee. But it's too focused on one job. That's the problem. That is the problem. So because of that, you know, fixation on one job, it's where the team falls or succeeds. All in the healer. That's it. win. Pick up the point. Victory. Nice. 185, and my dude, man, that red mage get 2. Beast. Beast mode. 4 more. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to end it. I honestly hope these things don't come to fruition. I hope my premonitions are wrong, because I'll be honest with you guys, every troll will eat it for the rest of the day. The industry will never be the same, ever. I'll be able to just throw so much shit. I threw shit in one person's face who was talking so much shit, and I told him, he was a CEO of a company, one of the largest companies in the gaming industry. I told him, he didn't listen. He came back, bit him in the ass, and I just threw salt on him all day long. And it was like, listen, man, if you don't want to listen, that's fine. And fuck you. And if these things come to pass, I'm once again going to say to everybody, you're not on my level. Back the fuck up and get on your fucking knees, because you are not on my level. You never fucking were. All right? It comes time and chance happening to them all. And I'll be honest with you guys, experience is definitely a part of that. You know, when things are going to happen. I'm just telling you, man. I see which direction the gaming industry is going. I see how companies are falling through the cracks. I see these things transpire over and over again. And the difference between the ones who succeed and the ones who fail. What's making millions? What's costing millions? These things, I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see how it all unfolds. I hope this does not feed my ego any further. I hope I'm wrong. I hope it does not feed my ego, because if it does, I don't care if I die penniless. I will be honest with you guys. Nobody will ever deny it. Nobody will ever deny it that I called it. Nobody will ever be able to deny it. And that's what it's about for me. That is what it's about at the end of the day. When I say it, it has weight. All right? So there it is. Once again, I'm Mr. Craven. This is Mystics MMOs. As always, thank you. And have a nice day.